Good afternoon, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on the afternoon of Friday, March 26, 2021. Stand by for commentary. Well, it's TGIF. And I gotten some emails, one from a Annalise from Sioux City, Iowa, and another one from OCP, which I know he writes me all the time, from Deadwood, South Dakota. Now, Mr. OCP, he is a very nasty guy out there, but today he says, "Hey, Quack, I got to take a few things back. Remember when I first wrote up you I'd send you that big long thing concerning, you told me about what's going to happen in 2020? And then when you told that the second half of 2020 was going to be worse with COVID-19? Yes. And you were right. And when you told me that at the end of December we're going to have 300,000 dead, and I told you what kind of thing you were smoking back in February of 2020? Yeah, and that you're talking through the derriere, I think. Well, he didn't put it that way, but that's the way, it's a channel here that we can't. Got to be a little bit more. The ladies are listening here, so derriere, yeah. So yeah, OCP, I remember that. Today he writes me and says, "Oh, Mr. Alien," he doesn't say Quack anymore, and he said, "I noticed that in the old channel, and now that you're in a new channel, and the ones that you did on Facebook, that you were calling it Cobola. And I wrote you a nasty note after all this you have done and it's come right, and I told you that now you're speaking through your derriere again. When you said that we're going to have Cobola for the next month, back in February." And I told him, And you told me in one of your videos that the people that are in that area of Bazoo, Guinea, it borders Liberia, and it borders, what's the other one that borders in there? Liberia. Yeah. So, in order to get to those two countries, they're poorest to get there from Bazoo, Guinea. And mind you that Ebola is happening in Bazoo, Guinea, and also in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, formerly known as Zaire. Yeah. So yes, OCP, that is happening now. And today, let me refresh your memory here. You can go into the internet, and today you'll see that Washington State is saying that they're looking at 23 people that came from the Democratic Republic of the Congo as far as Ebola. And they're assuring everybody that it's under control because Ebola is only transmitted through fluids by humans or bats if you're over there in the countries there. Well, yeah, but it's transmitted through, saliva or sweat or semen. So if somebody had hanky-panky, and this Ebola that is happening over there, what they're not telling you, and you can check with the CDC and also the countries of Bazoo, Guinea and Democratic Republic of Congo, it's the same strain that was going on from 2013 to 16. And that's baffling researchers because that means that strain stayed on somebody's body for almost 5 years. That could be fun, couldn't it? That's what the CDC is not telling you. If it's doing that for Ebola, and it stayed on somebody who was infected, but he probably didn't pass it on until hanky-panky or something that passed it on, because it's becoming a big outbreak in Bazoo, Guinea, and the province there next to the the border with Liberia over there, and the other country. I forget which the other country is, but so if you cross into those two countries of Liberia and is it Senegal? I think it's Senegal that's bordering Bazoo Guinea. Then the people that are caught, because those are porous borders in that area. So that's going to create a problem because people travel incognito and they can come through the southern border of the United States. Washington State caught these because they came through airplanes that came from that area, and that's how they got it. But when you don't know if people come from that area and they come through other destinations, that's going to be a problem for the CDC and Washington State. And the problem is, if you mix, because COVID-19 is very much in that area where Ebola is too. So if those viruses ever mix and they get into a guy who is symptomatic, as you call them here, CDC, then you're going to have a problem with Cobola. And like I told you, 3 weeks, remember when I last talked about this? And guess what? It's 3 weeks, and bingo, Washington State came out with 23 people came in with Ebola. But we don't have to worry about it because it only transmits through this and that. Yeah. So, the problem is, it's Cobola you got to worry about, CDC and Washington State, not Ebola. The people that are coming in through the southern borders that are not Latin, that are Africans, coming in, they might have taken a boat or some illegal way of getting across the ocean here, but they do come in that way. Or the people that have come in from other countries like, well, Liberia, Senegal, and other countries that border Bazoo Guinea and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. You got to look at those countries and hear people, you haven't checked them in. You checked them in for COVID-19, but not for Cobola. Cobola may have a different signature than COVID-19 because COVID-19 will override it. So this is the problem that you have, Americans. You got Cobola here now. And it's going to get worse in the next couple of weeks. Trust me, the history tells me so. Here it is, 3 weeks, right to the money. And Washington State reported today that they got 23 people there checking for Ebola. So anyway, this is your private alien and Bubba. And to old Mr. OCP there from Deadwood, South Dakota. I'm glad you're not calling me quack and you're not saying that I speak through the derriere no more. But I know it's scaring you. Because remember, I told you also that at the end of March, you were going to have as much as you did in the month 2020. And we're going to be close to 600,000 by the end of March. So you had 300,000 in 12 months, 2020. And here in 3 months, you almost double it. You almost had 300,000 in 3 months instead of 12. Anyway, this is your favorite alien and Bubba. Good day.